Ladies and gentlemen, we are honored and privileged to have you with us today. Our chief guest, Honorable Mr. Susil Premajayantha, the Minister of Education, who has kindly agreed to grace this occasion with his presence with us. We are truly grateful and humbled by the presence of our guests of honor, Professor Ruwan Abesekara, Professor Dilan Savio, Mr. N.M. Madhavanarachi, and the chairman of Polymath Group, Mr. Upali Gunasekara. At this moment, I would like to draw your attention and request everyone to stand up in the respect of our beloved nation. We shall now indulge in a few moments of reverence and unity as we pay the national anthem. Polymath Campus was initiated in March 2021 as one division coming under the umbrella Polymath Education. Under Polymath Education, 4 other divisions are functioning, namely Polymath Kids, the nursery section, Polymath Daycare, Polymath International School, and Polymath Education Consultancy Service. Polymath Campus was started with the aim of developing, enhancing the skill and potential of your youth in the country who are in search of value education in the tertiary education sector after their completion of secondary education in formal school. Under chairmanship, Mr. Upali Gunasekara, who has experience of more than 35 years in the field of education in very responsible position in the country. Polymath has planned to serve the Sri Lankans from kindergarten onwards to almost all levels of education, including consultancy services by experienced and well-qualified staff. Some of them are veterans of the field having experience for more than 30 years. Polymath Campus provides its services through School of Teacher Training, School of Health and Social Work, School of Education and Languages, School of Computing, School of Hospitality Management, and School of Cosmetology to the students to obtain accredible qualification such as NVQ, OTHM, as well as TVEC approved qualifications. It is worthy of mentioning the Polymath Campus has gained a very good reputation in the society for delivering high-quality education with up-to-date course content adherence to the benchmarks, providing high-quality training when it's necessary and maintaining good discipline and value system amongst the students in conducting all its courses. Within this short span of time, more than 1,500 students have successfully completed the respective courses in their chosen field and have put foundation to a well-established future. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the most awaited part of the ceremony, the speech by our esteemed chairman of Polymath Group, Mr. Upali Gunasekara. He is a visionary leader, a distinguished scholar, and passionate educator who has dedicated his life to the pursuit of excellence and innovation of field of education. This strong spirit and leadership is all over Polymath, intermingled with concept, caring of nature, building multi-skills personalities, academic success, integrity, human values, religion, and culture to mold children with Sri Lankan identities. I take immense pleasure in requesting our Honorable Chairman of Polymath Group, Mr. Upali Gunasekara, to declare the convocation ceremony and share your valuable thoughts with us.
I declare the convocation ceremony open. Honorable Susil Premajayantha, Minister of Education, Higher Education, Science, Technology and Research. Guests of honor, Professor Ruwan Abesekara, Vice Chancellor of BCAS University, Mr. Dilan Savio Pereira, Director, HCL Technologies, Mr. Nandasena Madavanarachi, Coordinating Secretary for the Parliament Affairs to the Honourable Minister, Honourable Susil Premajayantha, academic and non-academic staff of Polymath Group, dear award recipients, parents, ladies and gentlemen. Sir, thank you very much for gracing this occasion. We fully understand your busy schedule. With all these busy schedules, you are not well this morning. You had to go to the hospital and to get medicine. We meet a doctor also before coming to this occasion. Thank you very much, sir. In the morning, when I was thinking how to brief my speech, I was thinking, sir, being the Minister of Education, you are in charge of, or you are responsible of education of nearly 4.4 million of children in Sri Lanka in formal schools. There are teachers, principals, and academic and administrative officers, which may come to around another 300,000. We can't stop there. When it comes to higher education and vocational education, there also you are in charge. Again, I am sure there will be around 300 undergraduates and children who are in the vocational and skill training institutes, and the lecturers of all these students, the lecturers and also university professors and doctors, again it may come to nearly 500,000. It will not stop there. When it comes to the nursery education, again there will be around 1 million. Altogether, this will be nearly 6 to 7 million population, that is around more than 25%, 1/4 of the total population of Sri Lanka. Sir, with all these responsibilities, being a small institution, Polymath, you accepted our invitation to spare a couple of hours with us. We will not keep you for a long time, but please, these children, these award recipients are eagerly waiting to receive their certificates from you. And also, you with all these problems, all these responsibilities, I may say, you face every day trade union activities. At this moment also, 2 parallel trade union activities are being persuading in different sectors. But with your experience for the last 25, 35 years, especially in the education sector, I am sure you would solve all these problems. Honorable Susil Premajayantha, being in charge of very many portfolios in the Sri Lankan cabinet today, has to mingle with brainy people like professors, doctors, and also coming down the line, children who have not even attended the formal school. It's a very mixed selection, but the way Honorable Susil Premajayantha, the Minister of Education, Higher Education, handles these things, we are very happy, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for participating in this event, spending your valuable time for this. Dear parents, Polymath education started, as it was mentioned, 6 years ago with a small nursery school. And then we managed to start a daycare center. Now we have 3 daycare centers servicing the parents. And all these daycare centers and the nursery school is recognized by the famous John Keel's group. Any parent who works in any of the John Keel's conglomerate organizations, if they send children here to Polymath Nursery or Daycare, they will get a 50% discount, and that the rest of the 50% is paid by the John Keels. That recognition is there. Then when it comes to the international school, the formal school, we have around 750 or more than 750 children at the moment. We started 6 years ago, sir, with the problems the country faced during these 6 hours, starting from Saharan's bomb issue, Corona, and also the economic issues that we had and we are having. Still with these economic issues, there are problems where migration has become one of the vibrant things today. The teachers, the lecturers are leaving Sri Lanka for better prospects, and also parents are leaving with their children for better prospects in various countries. With all these things, 750 is a good number. And also, when it comes to the Polymath campus, we want to support, assist the school leavers with good qualifications or not. Once the school leavers are in search of various good opportunities, good education after the formal education in the formal schools, they face a lot of problems. Sir, there are a lot of bogus organizations giving various type of promises, various type of discounts, big promises, and the children are idling what to choose. There are organizations, sir, they say they have UGC approval. As far as I know, approval of the University Grants Commission is not given to any institution other than state universities or 1 or 2 private institutions. Even I saw a note very recently, an advertisement saying that they have got the approval from the Ministry of Education. All these things are fake. But children and their parents are going in search of all these organizations and trying to get various type of certificates. But when they go to the workplace, they are not accepted. At Polymath, what we are trying to do is something genuine with genuine facilities, with genuine lecturers. We are not giving all sorts of recorded lectures. We want all the children always to be in par with the practices, the teaching learning practices that is available today. Sir, with all these problems, Polymath Campus have produced more than 1,500 children by now, and they are in various positions which we can be happy. Some of them have already left the country with their qualifications that they have obtained from Polymath Campus. Dear parents, dear children, you have selected Polymath without much brand name. ලොකු සන්නාමයක් නැති පොලිමත් ආයතනයට තමයි ඔබ සම්බන්ධ වුණේ. පොලිමත් කියන්නේ තම අවුරුදු 6ක්වත් යන්තම් පරණ ආයතනයක්. ලොකු අතීතයක් නැති. ඔබට ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා ඒ වගේ ලොකු සන්නාමයක් නැති ආයතනයකට සම්බන්ධ වීම ගැන. හැබැයි මට හිතෙනවා එක උදාහරණයක් ඔබට කියන්න ඕනි කියලා. පොලිමත් කියන බ්‍රෑන්ඩ් එකත් මේ වෙනකොට පිළිගැනීමට ලක් වෙලා තියෙන බ්‍රෑන්ඩ් එකක් බව කියන්නේ. මේ ළඟදී මගේ හිතවතෙක් මට දුරකථන මතුමත් දීලා මාව මුණ ගැහෙන්න ආවා. ඇවිල්ලා ඉල්ලීමක් කරා. සර් මගේ යාළුවෙකුගේ දරුවා පොලිමත් විද්‍යාලයට දාන්න ඕනේ කියලා කියනවා. සර්ට පුළුවන්ද කොහොම හරි ඒ දරුවව ගන්න. මට මතක් වුණේ මම සේවය කරපු රාජකීය විද්‍යාලය වගේ අවුරුදු 200කට තව අවුරුදු 11යි අඩු අතීතය. ඒ වගේ පාසල් වලට තියෙන කීර්ති නාමයට සමාන කීර්ති නාමයක් අහම්බෙන් හරි පොලිමත් කියන සන්නාමයටත් ලැබිලා තියෙනවද කියලා. මම කිව්වා හරි. ඔයා වෙනුවෙන් මම ඒක කරන්නම්. කොහොමද? දරුවාට වයස කීයද? ඉපදුනේ 2019ද? Because now we are taking the children for the next batch who were born in 2019. මම 2019 දී ඉපදුනේ කියලා අහනකොට මෙයා දීපු උත්තරේ තමයි නෑ සර් තව මාස 3කින් තමයි ළමයා ඉපදෙන්නේ. So this way Polymath has collected a brand name. We are very happy. Polymath is trying to serve the country in various ways, from the kindergarten up to the professional level. We are trying to serve the country. I don't want to talk at length, sir. We all are aware your time is very precious, so that I am going to conclude my speech. I should thank my academic and non-academic staff, all the resource people who are supporting Polymath to bring the Polymath brand name up. Finally, thank you very much, sir, for gracing this occasion. You are always supporting the education system in Sri Lanka. You, as the Honorable Minister who was in charge of education for long years, maybe 3 or 4 spells at the national level, and also in the provincial level, another 4 or 5 years. Thank you very much, sir, all what you are doing to develop education in Sri Lanka. I kindly request, sir, to assist all these organizations where they are trying to do a genuine job. Dear sons and daughters, you are going to be qualified from today as professionals with some sort of skill improvement qualifications. So we from Polymath wish you all the very best for everything, and we are very sure, we are very confident that your future will be a very successful one. All the best. Thank you.
Now, hold your breath for this exciting performance. Yes, a student from Polymath College is here to draw the strings of our hearts and add her soothing voice to cherish our souls by beautiful song, Spirit. Let's enjoy that.
Here I am.
That was indeed a lovely performance, Mihaly. He is a member of parliament, present in the ruling party, presently serving as the Minister of Education, having portfolio of education, higher education, science, technology, research, innovations, skill development and vocational training while serving as the leader of the House of Parliament of Sri Lanka since 2022. He was elected to the Executive Board of UNESCO in year 2007, President of Sri Lanka-Russia Parliamentary Friendship Association in year 2011, and from year 2015 to date, Vice President of Sri Lanka-Japan Parliamentary Association, Vice President of Sri Lanka-China Friendship Association, and the present President of Sri Lanka-Cuba Parliamentary Friendship Society. He has been conferred with Rising Sun by the Emperor of Japan in recognition of Dr. Premajayantha's significant contribution in Sri Lanka-Japan friendship in the area of science, technology and research. Presently, he is serving as a member of Board of Governors of Commonwealth of Learning and a member of UNESCO Executive Board. I am very much delighted to invite our chief guest, Honorable Mr. Susil Premajayantha, the Minister of Education, to share his thoughts with us.
Mr. Upali Gunasekara, the Chairman of the Polymath Campus, the Board of Management, academics, guests, recipients of professional qualifications, ladies and gentlemen. I am extremely happy to be invited as the chief guest on the occasion of the graduation ceremony of Polymath Campus. I congratulate in the first instance the Polymath Campus and graduates today on this glamorous signature event. Recognition of a professional education institution is very important, as one of the prime requirements of a professional institution is to uplift the members' skills and professional competencies by having various programs. Polymath Campus has been started with the aim of developing and enhancing the skills and potential of youth in the country that search value education, tertiary education. Under the chairmanship of Mr. Upali Gunasekara, former principal of Royal College, who has over 35 years' experience in the field of education, the Polymath has able to serve the country from kindergarten to all the pillars of education. It is worthy of mentioning that Polymath Campus has gained a very good reputation in the society for delivering higher qualification education with up-to-date courses, content, adhering to the benchmarks, providing high-quality trainings, and maintaining good discipline and value system amongst the students in conducting its programs. Though you say the Ministry of Education now, it's a little different from earlier, because this time under the Ministry of Education you find general education from grade 1 to 13, and the higher education, all 17 state universities under UGC and 4 other universities, and then skills development and vocation training. There are many institutions. Then science, technology and research. There are 63 institutions under the Ministry of Education. I think the most appropriate word is Human Resource Development Ministry, because all these human resource development subjects are now in the Ministry of Education. In a way, it's good. After I took over this ministry after Aragalaya, nobody was there to accept portfolios. Then cabinet resigned, president resigned. So, present president, as the prime minister, invited me to accept this portfolio with all these 4 sectors. So, with my experience and academic background, I decided to accept that because the leadership means it's a challenge. If you can't take up a challenge, you don't find leaders. I'm not going to elaborate on this leadership now because there are so many people, so many politicians. Some of them are not politicians with little experience. They have the opinion that they can take up all these challenges. So within last 2.5 years, I worked at least 16 hours a day. Even today I got up, then I met people at my home. Normally they come to my place in the morning by about 7:30. So I have to speak to them, attend to their some grievances. Then of course I had to see the doctor and then straight away I came here. Today is Saturday. It is not an easy job. Some business people, they have the opinion, all right, I contest for the presidential election, I'll be a candidate. Once I am elected, I am going to do all these things. So we have experience within last few years. Without experience in particular field, you won't be able to achieve your targets. So, Polymath is a campus. They have mainly four sectors: kindergarten, the general education, local and international, preparing for the students for local and foreign examinations, and the skills development sector and the consultancy. So then the skills development sector is today, we are referring to skills development sector because all these graduates are to receive their certificates, this particular area. So, according to the policy framework prepared some time back, of course it's in the Parliament Sectoral Oversight Committee before that. So there's one particular sector, that is state universities, non-state universities, and the skills sector. So entire skills sector will come under that particular arm. There will be a commission to regulate entire skills sector, not only in the public sector, even in the private sector. So there will be a framework. So once we introduce, by way of act in Parliament, right? So all the public sector as well as private sector institutions, they have to adhere to these policy frameworks. Now see, for an example, kindergarten. So in our country, it's a mess. It's a divorce subject to provincial councils after the introduction of 13th Amendment to the Constitution. I was the Chief Minister in the Western Province, so I introduced preschool statute in the Western Province in 1996. Similarly, all 9 provincial councils, they have statute to regulate preschools. Though we say preschools, those are not preschools. Actually, you say that early childhood development centers. So recently, we have been given the task, that is very institution, the NIE, to prepare framework for kindergartens. So we are going to introduce that kindergarten program to all the preschools in our country. There are 5 types of kindergartens in our country. Some kindergartens are managed by individuals. Most of them they don't have any professional qualifications or academic qualifications, especially in rural areas. Then you find kindergartens managed by local governments. Then you find some other organizations. Then international schools. Then there are some leading schools, but they don't have any say in that kindergarten, but they say it's connected to this particular leading school. So there are 5 types of kindergartens. So in our country there are 19,000 kindergartens, preschools, or we say nurseries. Then 34,000 teachers. So out of 34,000, only 6,000 are diplomates. So this is the main issue in our country. So therefore, we are going to, very soon, within next couple of weeks, we are going to introduce the framework for kindergartens. And in all these 19,000 kindergartens, except in the international schools, so they have to follow this framework. Otherwise, at the time they enter to or enroll to grade 1 in public schools, so by that time, of course, I think too late. Too late. So therefore, we are going to introduce that. And in the general education, we have already started pilot program. That is grade 1, 6 and 10. That is to reduce the number of tests or examinations. We start with at least 30% hands-on education and 70% theory. So later on, little by little, 50-50. Now see the weight of grade 5 examination. Even the paper setters can't answer to all these questions within that time period. So after not recent A-levels, some time back, one of the teachers, he has counted the number of words in the question paper. To read word by word, it will take at least 1.5 hours. So students are given only 3 hours to answer the paper. So still, traditionally, we follow same old British system. Even you don't find same system in Britain. Recently, I was attending Commonwealth Education Ministers Conference and thereafter World Education Forum with the participation of 114 education ministers and in the professionals, academics attending over 500. So in plenaries, we discussed various topics. Main focus was digitalization of education and the application of artificial intelligence. Education and climate change. Those are the topics discussed internationally. So therefore, I have already instructed NIE to introduce from grade 1, even from kindergarten, the effects of climate change. Every day we experience that as an island state, we are vulnerable to climate change effects. So there is one area. Then the artificial intelligence. So we have already started a pilot project in selected 20 schools with the assistance of Microsoft. And then we had discussions with universities, NIE, and our educationists. So therefore now we have prepared. We have developed the contents to introduce artificial intelligence in the school system, at least from grade 9 upward. Then we go to grade 6 like that, of course. So this is the future. So I can remember when I was the minister, way back in 2005 to 10 during war period, I managed to get 10 smart boards, at that time free of charges. Now, you can see, if you watch television in the evening, news, distribution of whiteboards. That is not the introduction of IT or digitalization of education. We have a plan for that. According to the education administration reforms, from Monday, we are introducing the provinces, 9 provinces, 120 zones. We are going to increase the number of zones from 100 to 120. Then school boards for the supervision, and then the clusters. All 10,096 public schools will be divided among 1,200 clusters. For each and every cluster, there's a one or more lead school. In that lead school, bilingual, then the all 6 streams in the GC advanced level with all the facilities. In a way, this is a Kannangara concept, reintroduction with broad picture. Then, of course, we can facilitate entire country with the clusters, with lead schools in phase 1. Then we go to the phase 2. Within 3 years, we can digitalize entire public school system in the country. So introduction of a whiteboard is just to not replacing the blackboard. We are going to have a networking. The operation room will be set up in Ministry of Education. So we can connect all 1,200 lead schools with fiber optic connection. So it is in the process. By July, we are starting supplying devices and all that. By August, September, we can complete the phase 1 program. So I am getting some grant from China, and then His Excellency the President has allocated funds to provide 1,500 brand new version smart boards. So those are our plans. But you can see in the evening when you watch television, distribution of whiteboards. So I don't want to stop all that, because however in our schools they are getting a whiteboard so they can replace at least blackboard. But that is not the idea of the digitalization. So I don't want to further elaborate on the reforms and all that, but this sector is very important. According to the new education reforms, which we are going to introduce from 2025, from grade 1, 6 and 10, and from grade 6 we are going to guide students. By grade 9, they have to decide whether they continue the higher education or they go to skills sector. Now see, this GC A-level examinations released yesterday, right? It's true that university admissions went up. Ratio went up, 64.08 compared to last year's 63.25. And the number of students obtained 3As increased by 510 compared to last year. But on the other side, you don't get that information. I got it, right? The failures. Failures in all 3 subjects. Especially science and math streams. So we had to improve these 2 sectors. So you can, and the STEM education. So we started STEM education, popularization on STEM education. STEM is nothing new. But as I said earlier, it's hands-on experience. If you teach one theory, so it limits to the theory. But practically, students, they don't know what's happening. So the teacher can easily explain in the classroom or outside the classroom. So this is how you can experience it. So these are some concepts, practice, developed countries for at least 2 decades. And as a result, they produce all these STEM graduates and professionals. In the United States, 62.5% of their GDP provided by STEM educators. But here, of course, now only we are starting STEM education. These are some loopholes that we had for many years, but it's a challenging task for last 2 years. I managed to hold examinations little late, but by 2025, all public examinations will be held in time. in time. So this time within 3 months and 2 weeks, we managed to release GCA level results. Now in universities you find there are 2 batches. Now the third batch also coming now. UG has to print the book and then send it to them and call applications. They have to get ready for that. So every day you find some trade union action. So I told general education trade union leaders, now look here. You can do all these things, but students and parents, they are not waiting until your problems are solved. They will find some other alternative. Same thing will be happen to our higher education. Yeah. There are non-state sector universities. They offer degrees affiliated to some other leading universities in other countries. So they go for that, and if they can spend, of course, they can complete the degree within 3 years. So these are some important points that we have to discuss in some other forums, but I just want to mention that. And then the skills sector is very important. So Polymath Campus, they offer in different areas, there's professional courses, and they are graduated. So then what you have to do now? You have to practice. All the professionals, they have to practice. Now in my case as a lawyer, if I lose this job tomorrow, definitely day after tomorrow I will go to the courts. But it will take at least 2-3 months to familiar with new laws. So similarly, the profession means you can't stop at after graduation. You have to update your knowledge continuously. If you are not updated, then you can't practice. So with that instructions, with my 35-40 years in the legal career, and as a minister for last 20 years in different portfolios, so I advise you all professionals to update your knowledge and continue your education and the further education. So once again, I congratulate all the graduates who are graduating today, and Mr. Upali Gunasekara and his team, the academic staff, for their wonderful job. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached the most important part of the ceremony, the conferring of diplomas to our graduates who have successfully completed their academic programs and fulfill all the requirements of their respective courses of study. We are proud of our graduates and we congratulate them on their remarkable accomplishments. I would like to invite our chairman of Polymath Group, Mr. Upali Gunasekara, to accompany Honorable Minister to confer the diplomas. forward to be ready to listen to the song Singhayo by Kovida and Risini from Polymath College.
මුළු ලෝකය පරදා සියවරක් දසවරක් තව මේ දේශය මදිනවා
Singhayo, 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 Singhayo. නිලඹර පුරා ඇදිරූ රටා මැවූ ජයකි අද නොබේ වංකගිරියෙන් අමිනාසුලගේ ලැඳුණගේ යද නොබේ
අසනි වැසි හඬගා හඬත්දි පෑයුරන් හිරුසේ නුඹේ නමින් මේ අදින්නේ ජයපතා දේශයේ
Singhayo, 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 Singhayo. දේශයේ ජය කොඩි දරා මේ සක්සියක් සේනා උද වැඩු බව සන්තොසින් සිල්වියන් නොබයි රත්නා
සිංහයන් නම් පෙළ හරින්න එක කල්පයක් මවනා සකි සඳේ පවසා මෙසේ දිනවා අපේ ලංකා
Singhayo, Singhayo,
Singhayo, Singhayo, Singhayo,
Singhayo, Singhayo.
Thank you, kids. That was wonderful. Now it's time to express our gratitude to our beloved lecturers. We request the chairman of Polymath Group to kindly accompany Director HCT Technologies, Professor Dilan Savio Pereira, to present the tokens of appreciation to our honored lecturers. I would like to call on the stage the Head of Hospitality Management, Mr. Anurad Disanayaka. Lecturer Hospitality Management, Mr. M.A.L. Fatima Nazreen. Lecturer Early Childhood Development and Child Caregiver, Ms. Anoma Mahavatta. Lecturer of Early Childhood Development and Child Caregiver, Ms. HHWM Sasandi. Lecturer of Adult Caregiver, Ms. Manjula Amarakon. Now I invite Mr. Tanidu Parakrama, ICT lecturer of Polymath Campus, to come on the stage and render a vote of thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Tanidu Parakrama.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I want to congratulate all the graduates on this glamorous and magnificent day. It is always a pleasure to see our students achieve such remarkable milestones. And I also want to extend my heartfelt thanks to our esteemed guest. Your presence has truly illuminated our most prestigious day as a campus. Honorable Minister Susil Premajayantha, as the Minister of Education, Higher Education, Science and Technology, and as a people's leader of national education. It is a great pleasure to have you here at our event. And to all our guests, Professor Ruanna Besekara, Mr. Dillon Xavier Pereira, and my dear lecturers. My deepest gratitude for adding your valuable profiles to our institution's brand. I must not forget my teammates, Chief Operations Officer, Vice Principal, and the school team, from the main organizing committee, from campus, to all the supportive individuals. I bow my head in gratitude for your magnificent support. This event could not have been possible without each and every one of you. Thank you, my team. In closing, again, congratulations once again to my dear students. There is much more to achieve, and this is just the beginning. Thank you all once again.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this memorable ceremony. We have witnessed the conferral of diplomas to our awardees who have worked hard and earned their academic credentials. Finally, I would like to invite Mr. Upadi Gunasekara, Chairman of the Polymath Group, to declare the closure of the ceremony.
I declare the convocation ceremony closed.
As we conclude this ceremony, I would like to take this opportunity to express our sincere gratitude and appreciation to all these who have contributed to the planning and execution of this event. Awardees, congratulations once again on your achievements. You have it, you made it, you have earned it, you deserve it. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the graduation ceremony of Polymath Campus 2024. Please rise for the resignation. Thank you for your attendance and participation. Have a wonderful day.